Warning, this podcast is intended for consenting adults. We're talking about all things non-monogamy, which means some of our conversations are going to get down and dirty. Please know we are not professionals, and these are strictly our views and opinions and in no way represent the opinions of our employers. We respect others' opinions as we know everyone in the world of non-monogamy does it differently. Hope you enjoy. Hello, my salacious friends, and welcome to another episode of Pinky and Ava's Pajama Party. I'm your host, Ava Moore, and I'm here with my soul sister, Pinky Greyman.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, my friend.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm super excited about our topic tonight
I know.
because we talk about how different we are, and I feel like we're finding some common ground.
I hope so.
Well, I mean, we have lots of common ground. Anthony, PD, all common ground. But tonight, we're going to have an episode that I've titled Pinky Wants to Be Spanked? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Well, there's different kind of spanking, you know? Then that's what I'm learning about. So I like to be spanked sensually. How do you like that?
You want to be spanked sensually, or you have been spanked?
I have by my husband, Anthony.
Well, is it a spanking or does he just slap your ass? There's a big difference.
Oh, well, he doesn't do anything that would hurt me. So it's sensual. It's very, how can I say? It's loving. Is it
a one-time shot or is it like a over and over and over?
So he actually used tools, and he had some hands involvement there, but mostly it was flogger, and he used different floggers. So there's different sensations for each flogger, and I liked it. It was great. We did it for like half an hour. It was great. I was like into it, and I mean, okay.
Can we start at the beginning?
Go ahead. Let's what I want to
start at the beginning where you were very, very, very opposed previously. So can you explain why you were so opposed to trying?
Fear of the unknown. I did not know how my body would react because I'm very sensual and I'm feeling everything. For me, 5 senses is a guide in life, and I am extremely tuned into it, to my environment, to my setting. I always talk about it. My setting has to be just so for me to relax and enjoy, and I have to be, with the persons who I trust.
She's a pampered princess.
I can't just like get into it the way you do. For me, it's not about sex. For me, it's about, and everybody's different. I'm just saying how it is for me. For me, it's about eye contact, touch, sensual play before and during, scent, all the 5 senses. I'm very sensitive to heat and cold, like ridiculous. I climax and then I go into this world of cold, like my body is just like, I don't know what it is, but that's how my body reacts when I climax. I just freeze, and my partners know, she's going through this stage, and they just bundle her up and just let her ride that wave, and then she comes back, So all those things are a part of growth and understanding what my body likes and how my body wants things. And I think I like to be spanked, like when we have an intercourse, when I'm doing the doggy style and somebody, whoever it is, spanking my ass a little bit, like just to play around. That's fun. That's how it started. And I was like, oh, okay, this is good. And then I did shibari. That was very sensual. I want more of that. So the guy, I think I talked about that, done for an hour and a half. And it was a very creative piece where he designed my leg. And there were rings, and there were one rope that was just completely, how can I say, he did not touch me with his hands, but he touched me with his rope. He made love to me with his rope.
So delicious.
Right. So I was vibrating for hours afterwards. So once again, very, very sensual and very sensitive to the environment. Now, I go into different places and I experience spanking and
From seeing it, not
s-
experiencing it
experiencing
yourself.
visually, right? Experiencing visually first. And I actually felt like I wanted to push myself this time because I knew I was in an environment, we were away in an environment that was safe. And I knew the dungeon master, and somebody came to him, and this woman is like, uh, very curious about what the dungeon master has been doing, and she's been seeing it, and she was, I've never done that before. She goes like, I really wanted to experience that. It's something that I've always fantasized, but I've never able to walk through it. And her words were ringing in my ears, and my mind is like, so let it be and just be the experience of it rather than coming into with preconceived ideas of how it's gonna turn out. And then I realized I'm like, just let it be and walk into it and be open to whatever comes your way. And that is like, that was like such a epiphany is the right word for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I totally love. I was like, you know what? You are trying to control everything in your life, so let it go and just breathe through it and just see how it. And if you don't like it, he will stop. So, and that's how it
You
started.
you just said the key word. You said you like to have control of everything in your life and you want to let it go. That's one of the things I love about it is because in my day-to-day life, I have to be in control. I have to be on top of my game. I have to be a leader. And then I get to let go of that control and let somebody else take over. And it's so, so good.
My God, I love that. I'm so happy that we're talking right now. And I think it's important to speak about this part of realization that I'm putting it into practice with life every day now, where I know a little bit of psychology, and it comes from being in a very large household as a child who was the youngest one. And I never had control of anything. Everything was done for me, every decision, everything I had to do or whatever, it was decided by my parents or my siblings. And here I am an adult and I'm like, oh my God, I can get this, I can control it. I always say in my poetry, control is an illusion. We can control shit. Okay, we can control the weather. We can control people. The
Mhm.
only person who you can control is yourself and your actions. And that's something that for me is so important. So that exactly what happened. At that moment, that shift occurred. I was in two things, important things. Safe environment, right? Those are my priority, number one. And trust. Those are the things, two things came green, green. Yes. So why don't you just let go and trust and just do it? So I did. And that was a revelation of that night. And I think also on top of it, I love going to gym and I'm a show off at the gym because I know nobody's going to do anything that I don't want. Nobody's going to touch me. Nobody's going to talk to me that, like if I don't want to talk to anybody, I'm not talking to anybody. If I wanted to engage, I will engage. So I'm in control, right? So I can feel this like, oh my God, I can show off a little bit here and there. And now I'm in this place. And there were a few
In the
people
dungeon.
in the dungeon. There were a few people in there. And I felt that I wanted to try. I was not thinking about me showing off. I was like, I just want to experience it. So I started to, like, I just had a really sexy dress and I just put the sexy dress up, the skirt, and I just laid, I don't know how you call that. It's
Were you on a spanking bench? Were you on a cross? What
spanking
were
be- spanking bench, yeah.
you were over a
So
spanking
he
bench?
was telling me, the dungeon master told me that I should try this because then I can relax. And
You
then
can
I
lean
moved
on
in,
it.
and then I moved in into on the next stage. I went to a
Mhm.
cross. But it was just so amazing to. Actually, I think I did the cross first, and then I switched because I was tired of standing. Because that's like you have to hold your whole body, and you can't just
Mhm.
like relax into it.
Mhm. When I get a good whack
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like and it like takes me down not to my knees, but like makes me weak in my knees and I'm just hanging on the cross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love that.
So when when the experience proceed, I don't know how to say that. The beating started to be executed.
When Anthony started flogging you?
Exactly.
Okay.
The room became vibrant because I started to moan, because that's one of the things that I do when I get high, like I'm very
I moan in my
expressive.
throat too, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm very, very vocal. I'm not screaming, but I am vocal about my liking of what's going
Your
on.
pleasure?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he first took it very light one, and I liked that one the most. And then he went to a different one, and I didn't like it. It was just too stingy. And then he went back to the first one, and he was continued doing it. And he just did everything like from the top down and then from the bottom up. I don't know how
Very
to explain
slow,
it. If
very
you've never
light.
seen it, like
Did he run it
he
like down
ran
your
it. Yeah, he
body?
just totally
Yeah.
made love with that beautiful thing. And he was
So
so
good.
happy because I have been with him for so many years now, 6 years, almost 6 years, and have never allowed him. I never wanted him to do that with me. I always say, not me, not I, never. Well, rules can be broken. Never say never. And here we go.
Yep.
And I think it's one of the best things in life that I'm experiencing now, that there's no harm in trying in anything.
Yep.
And if it's not your cup of tea, you just move on. You go back to whatever you feel
Right.
comfortable with.
If you told him stop, no more, he would have been like off of you in less than half a second.
Exactly. Yeah. And I knew that. And that's the beauty of it, because I know who he is, and I know his dignity, and I know he's able to, understand no means no,
He's got my complete trust.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will try anything with him
Mm-hmm.
because I know I can trust him completely.
Yeah. And I think that's, again, two important parts that occurred at the same night. And that was like a perfect storm.
Mm-hmm.
Trust and letting go of a control comes from that, being in an environment that you can trust. And also the realization that you're in a safe space. And I'm repeating myself, but those two things are so important for me. So the room started to fill in. And by the time we were done, within half an hour, it was like, it was like maybe like, I don't know how many people were there, maybe 12, maybe 15, I don't know. So we were putting up the show. And it was so sweet to just be a part of it. And I was like, oh my
being
God,
on the show.
did I do that? That is so cute. Yeah.
You know I like being watched. Oh my God. I wish I was there to see it.
Oh, well, you live it through my voice and through our connection. And I think it's going to happen again. I just have to.
We have a couple of things coming up. I wonder if it'll happen then.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Maybe we can be flogged side by side.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to walk the walk with very low or no expectations of myself, because I liked it, and it was, that was an amazing experience. I think I will like it. And then after we were done, I wanted to try. Of course, I want to continue, because it's always, Pinky wants more, right? So I wanted to continue. And my husband got, I don't even know how it's called. It looks like a tail of a dragon.
Oh, yeah. It is like a dragon's tail. Yep.
Okay. So he got that. And
It's stingy.
the stingy. The dungeon master said, no, you should wait for that. You should not try this right now. You're not ready for it. And I'm like, what are you wrong? What was wrong with you? I'm gonna try it. Come on. How bad it could be.
You didn't like it.
The moment he swung the first time, I was like, yo, stop. I don't like it.
It's got a bite. I think you're a thuddy girl, not a stingy girl.
No, I don't like stinging anything. I don't like even sometimes when they spank you on the side, like there's a different areas when they spank you. Yeah. Like if they spank you from the top, it stings more than on the side, because you have more meat on the side, right? Am I right?
Or if they just hit it the wrong angle, it hits different than when they're in the zone. For sure. For sure.
So you like both, right?
I prefer thuddy 100 times over. You can mix in a little stingy, but I definitely want more thud. That's why I like to be paddled. Like I like to be spanked. I like to be flogged. Although there's thuddy floggers, and stingy floggers.
Mhm.
I'll take any kind of flogging, because I just love being flogged, but I definitely prefer the thud.
So it's interesting how is that? Like, so for me, I actually thought about it just right now. When I get really hard fuck, that's how it is
Mhm.
for me.
Thud.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like continuously like, and I love that shit. Like,
Mhm.
whew, hot. Love it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, me too. I mean, I like to be destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's like how we're talking about right now, and she's pulsating. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm
So,
very, very tuned into it.
at the very beginning, you said you were being flogged sensually.
Hmm.
Years ago, when you thought about flogging, would you have ever thought you would use the word sensual and flogging within the same sentence?
Hmm. I don't think so. Isn't that amazing? Like how we evolve. And that
Mhm.
is what I love. This place where we are right now is where we can explore and push boundaries without a fear. Like, I know I'm in a safe place with my husband anywhere I am, and I can ask him to do something that I would have never imagined doing. And he would say,
Mhm.
"Yes, let's do it." And then whatever is going to come out of it, it's going to be positive or negative, whatever. But an experience itself, to live through it, to remember and say, "You know what? We did this. This is really priceless." To be in this kind of environment where you can nurture that and experiment and explore. Because, okay, come on, life gets stale sometimes. Okay, day
Mhm.
to day grind. Get your kids to school, go to work. Don't forget your favorite tea, so it's gonna bring you some kind of or coffee, some kind of comfort during the time when you wanted to kill somebody at your office. Joking. But you know that the daily grind gets to you. Food, shopping, cooking, laundry, dishes. It's just a grind, right? So how can you break that monotony and allow something interesting and exciting come into your life? And for
Mhm.
everybody, it's a different thing, right? Poetry for somebody would be it, like they just like love that shit. Like me, I love that shit, but I always love more. So let's
Mhm.
spice it up and let's bring it
It's
to the
not just
next
Ava who wants more.
bring it up to the next level and
Mhm.
experiment with whatever it is that you like. And I think that's one of the beautiful things, to live this life and explore without limitations. Of course there's limitations, but to the level that you think you can. Because when you're going to be, and I always remind myself that when I'm going to be old, I want to remember those experiences and say,
Mhm.
God damn it, I did this. I didn't walk away from it because of the fear. The fear factor is, yes, of course it's there, but I didn't allow that fear to take over and freeze me in this moment and say, you know what? It's too much. I can't handle it. Sometimes you do have to walk away, but a lot of times what I'm saying is, when I'm in an environment that it's understandably welcome and curious and wanted to explore about everything that our body can that our body can make. Like, I have never thought that I could be a gusher, like in terms of squirting.
Squirter, yeah.
I am like 2 blankets wet. And I mean, of course, it's not completely wet, but like there are spots that it's like you can't really put your foot down because it's just
Puddles.
puddles. But it had to be experimented. It had to be through trial and error.
And you
In
didn't like it at first.
No, it was very painful.
Yeah.
Like, it was like we talked about it the first time we
Yep.
did it, you and
Mhm.
I. It was burning because maybe our body did not know what's going on, right? And we just
Right,
got
we
into
didn't know how
this.
to
Yeah.
handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh, I can make it. I can do it on my own. I can go down on a man and I can make myself squirt.
It's crazy.
It's just
Although I
it's
have
a
done that.
technique. It's a technique. Like when you're giving birth, you push down and
Mhm.
the beautiful thing happens. You just have to sink yourself to that level. And it's actually interesting. I was talking to somebody before, and they said not every woman is so connected
Right.
There is a connection that needs to happen between the body, mind, and soul where you can do this at the whim. Like, I cannot score just because I'm sitting here and talking to you, and it's not going to happen. It has to be stimulated. It has to be wanted. It has to be, something has to be happening. Like, for example, if I'm going down on you and, like you're hitting my throat, I can squirt because it's like, it's just my body knows, and I like that stuff. So I don't know how it is for you.
So yeah, I mean, my squirting abilities seem to come and go. So, but that's fine. But I want to get back to the spanking.
Okay.
So we know you are an artist and
Mhm.
you want your environment to be perfect and you want to have music in the background. Can I tell you, I have been flogged to music?
Mm.
I highly recommend.
Oh my God.
So you get into the rhythm of the music with the flogging, and it is so good. And you get to the point where you're anticipating what's going to happen, right? Based on the flow of the music. And then all of a sudden, the man in charge, whoop, gets you off beat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a surprise. And it's so good because you're so in the zone and going to the motion of the music. And then they surprise you with an out of sync
Oh my God, I love
flog.
that.
Oh my
Surprise.
God, it's so good. So, so good. Knowing you, I highly
Mm.
recommend. Maybe not the surprise part,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe really getting into the zone with the music and the rhythm of the flogging aligned with the rhythm of the music. I think you're going to enjoy it on a whole other level.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's amazing to what surrounding environment does to me. Like, I actually have been put on a probation with the music. When I get together, I'm the one who's in charge for music, and one of my partners said, "You got to do a better job because you get off track if the music is not the way you want it to. You concentrate on the music, you're not concentrating on us." Yeah.
Mm.
So Osprey was telling me that, and for the last, I fixed it.
You
You
have to
know,
have music with the right rhythm.
well, for me, because he does
Hmm.
not care. He
Yeah,
does
who
not.
cares?
It could be rock, heavy rock. It doesn't matter. Whatever is on the back
Hmm.
of But for me, I get off
Oh, you
center.
get distracted.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the motion needed to be in alignment with the music,
No,
but
no, no,
you
no.
find the music distracting. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. Sometimes when I'm having sex and there's music on, I get to the point where I don't even hear it. Like,
Yeah, most of the time I probably don't, but then there's
yeah.
moments when I'm like, what's going on here? What? We have to fire a musician. So
Mm,
I get distracted, and that's something that is a no-no, right? That's why we don't really pick up a phone a lot of times when he wants to record us or I want us to record, because you get sidetracked. Like, you don't pay attention to what's happening. It's so
mhm,
hard to actually do both.
mhm.
So
So, I wanna ask you, did you like the sound of the flogging?
I think I was so concentrating on the sensual part of it.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
See, for me, that plays into it. The sound as well, like the shaking of the I don't know, what do you call them? The tentacles of the flogger? I don't know.
Oh
And, the leather slapping up against itself and the leather slapping me on the
yeah,
ass,
there's a
and
different sounds, like when
there's
it's on your
different
skin or when
sounds,
it's
yeah.
not. Like, yeah,
Mhm,
I think I was concentrating more of how it makes me feel rather
mhm.
than how it sounds, because it's
For
my
m
first time, like it's like, oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, you were so worried probably about it hurting or something at
Exactly.
some point. Yeah, I'm to the point where it's the full experience. Like, love hearing the crack of it as it hits my ass. I love feeling it and hearing it and, you know, um, yeah, it all comes into play.
Yeah, I definitely want a hobby. I definitely want to experience more of everything.
Everything you'd like to be paddled?
I'm not sure about the paddle sensually, not like what you like
Yeah.
thuddy, like thuddy, and it's like really rough. I cannot
Yeah,
do
I'm not
that.
sure paddling can be sensual, but I could be wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like paddling. I like the, what do you call it? The
I
flogging.
think you would like the crop. The crop can be very sensual. It's small, the riding crop. it's the small leather piece at the end of a long stick,
Mm-hmm.
and it's small enough that he could, like, run it down your body, and you feel it, like, and then, like, he could put it over your nipples, and,
Oh,
like,
that would be amazing. Yeah.
I think you would enjoy the sensation of the riding crop, and even if he gave you a little whack with it, although it's not that it is a little stingy, it's not a powerful, or he can make it so it's not a powerful
Mm. How
experience.
did you like the beats? Have you done the beats? You know, like there could be cold or hot. Do you know what I'm
No,
talking
I
about?
have never done them.
I don't know how to explain it. Bear had them, the dungeon
Mhm,
master, and he does that right after when the session is almost over. He
mhm,
just either has them hot or cold. So he has a
mhm,
way to do it. You know, you could put them in ice or whatever, cold water, or I don't know how he warms them up or something.
mhm,
Um, and that's like a sensual beading. You know, like it's a flogger, but it has
mhm.
beads on it.
Ooh, I think I would enjoy that
It's so
very much
for
so.
me, how I am with hot and cold, I would like the hot part, but not the cold.
Me
Because
too.
when I'm orgasming, when I'm doing this,
You get
my body
cold.
gets cold. So I don't want anything cold on me. Like even okay, so if somebody's fucking me and they're sweating on top of me, their sweat hits my body, I get cold from that.
No way.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, I get sweat on all the time, and my body doesn't even react to it.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I think I would enjoy a flogging with beads that were warm. I think I would find that very relaxing. Although by the time I'm done being flogged, depending how intense it is, I mean, I could already be a withering ball of tired muscles in a puddle, like, so I don't know if I would even need something like that at the very end,
Mm.
because the
Um,
endorphins.
That's definitely is. The endorphins are running high and your body's like all vibrating and it was
Well,
just so amazing.
it's the endorphins and the chemicals I think I release during the flogging that literally I will be twitching in a ball and just, yeah,
How is
not
it
able to
different
move
for
for a while.
you when an orgasm occurs? Whatever orgasm, oral orgasm, or how is it different?
Oh, it's a totally different feeling. Like, for an orgasm, there's such a buildup,
Mm-hmm.
and when I'm flogged, there's such a release, but it's not, it's a gradual release, where when I orgasm, for me, it's a very big buildup of intensity where all of my muscles tighten and everything, which is the complete opposite of when I'm being flogged because everything is relaxing.
I like that. I like
It's
that.
very different.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
different. But I was buzzing,
Were you?
still buzzing, you know, like
You just
afterwards.
buzz like a little bee
Oh, I
all
am.
the time.
Yeah, I
I
am.
know. You're a little bee. So, after your experience, did Anthony provide you with aftercare?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was necessary. We went
Mhm.
back into a hotel room
Did you
and
did
enjoyed
you
each
feel
other.
like you needed it?
I want to be with him. I don't know. I don't know if I could say needed it because it was not. It was not aggressive in any way.
Mhm.
It was just sensual and loving and caring. I just felt so much love between us at that moment. That was just like a. It was a continuous loop of infinity that was just going in and out between both of us. The energy, the chemistry.
Mhm.
I, I don't know if you know what I'm referring to.
Of course I do.
Good. Good. Now you're
Mhm.
part of my club. Before you were like on another planet.
I mean, I experienced it. It doesn't mean I would have expressed it in that way. So, did you enjoy the power dynamic that went on during the flogging?
I felt like because I could trust him, I let go of the control, right?
Mhm.
And I knew that if I needed to stop, he will stop. And I did not
Mhm.
felt that I was underneath of him because
Mhm.
we're not practicing. Our relationship is not based on that.
Mhm.
I felt like it was just something that he was giving me as a pleasure
Mhm.
gift, you know, like if he would be going down on me. That's how it felt.
Mm.
I didn't feel like there was a power dynamic.
Mhm.
I wasn't being, you know, bad and that's why he's flogging me or something, you know, like it's not a little and daddy kind of relationship. base.
Yeah. Anthony, I have been very, very bad, just saying. Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Would you try bigger and better things?
No. I think I need to stick to what I'm feeling comfortable with right now. Because I already
Rope?
tried the tail. Oof.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I will listen, I've tried that and that's got a bite. That's big girl stuff. That's not entry level. So that's, So rope and flogging.
Yes.
Listen, these are big steps for you.
I know.
And can I just tell you, I'm engaging someone that I'm hoping becomes someone new in my circle, and he informed me that he has been working on his rope, and I was like, "Dude, I have been looking for a rope guy." I was
None of
like,
your guys are, right?
so
Except my husband.
I mean,
Somewhat.
right, and he's not like a big rope guy,
No,
right?
he's not.
Like this guy is practicing and learning. He's like practicing on himself, as we hear many people,
Mhm.
that's how they start out. So he's been doing a lot of practice on himself, and I'm like, "Well, you let me know when you're ready to move on to another person,
Hmm.
because I'm your girl."
Well, I had hoped, and then it didn't go through, that I had somebody that I would be dating new. There was a curiosity about it, and we talked for a couple of weeks. And he's a professional on all levels, and unfortunately, it didn't pin out.
Things happen.
Yeah, but I really was looking forward because that would have been an amazing experience.
I have one more question about the flogging. Did you in any way feel empowered?
My God, yes, yes, definitely.
How?
Um, it's you have to experience. I don't know if I can put into words. It's something that happens with you when you release the pressure of showing up and being responsible and being all that. And then when you release that valve and you're just saying, fuck it, that brings such an enjoyment of just being in the moment and stop being trying to achieve the next thing, the next level, the next whatever. And also, as we women, I would say that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves every fucking
Sure
day
do.
to achieve all the things that are coming from the societal norms that we have to do.
Yep.
Once again, the day is grinding on us. And how do you release that valve? It is up to you. And I love whatever I'm experiencing right now in my life. I love the shit. The shit really makes me happy because when I go to work and I have to deal with people, I don't have to worry about me being upset like I used to. Like I would marinate on things. Like if somebody said something or whatever. Like now I'm just like, oh, this person is not happy. I don't need to be a part of this. Goodbye. I
Mhm.
mean, of course, I probably think about it a little bit more, but not as I used to. I used to really ruminate and like, oh my God, I wish I could fix this. Fucking A, I can't fix nobody, okay?
So I feel empowered, and you said something about social norms. I feel empowered participating in flogging or BDSM because it is outside the social norms.
Mm,
It's like, look at me having the courage to step outside of what is expected,
mm-hmm.
right? And I'm also empowered because I am putting my trust in a man in a way that most people don't put their trust into a man. And for me, that's huge because I spent most of my adult life not trusting men,
Oh my God. I
or
love
most
that.
of my life,
I
right?
love that perspective of yours.
Right. So now I'm allowing myself to trust people who have earned my trust in a way that is different than traditional trust.
It's not a perspective, it's awareness. You
Mhm.
come to be an aware of your past experiences where you did not trust men, and now you actually completely trust them with your whole body, mind, and soul, where they're not going to hurt you because what you've experienced before, men would just hurt you over and over and over again. And I feel the same way. And it's just an amazing revelation. It's a good word. Revelation
A
of that.
revelation. It is definitely a revelation. And when Anthony first showed up at my house with his toolbox, I could have never have expected to evolve the way I have based on the experiences that I've shared with him and the trust that I've put in him.
So, I want to talk about like what you were saying about a rhythm, slow, sensual, symbolic, a form of connection. All those things are coming into play when you are dealing with kink,
Yes.
right? And there's different kind of kinks, right? There's a sensual versus kinky, and I would call my essential kink.
Yes, definitely.
And I think you like more of the, how would you describe it?
I mean, there's some sensualness to it. There are
Yeah,
components,
of course.
right? But I like mine a little rougher.
Yeah, a little rougher. I've seen some things with you. It's a lot more rougher than I could ever imagine.
And what you've seen is not even the roughest. So, yeah. Yep.
I know that. I know. And I think for me, it's the more I'm around the environment like that, in the more it's like normalizing through exposure, right? Love that.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yep.
Finn and Emma. Yeah,
Mhm.
normalizing non-monogamy. The beauty of everything we do in life, if you keep exposing yourself to it, it's going to become a norm. For a person who is coming in from outside, who lives in a world that it's vanilla base, and they walk in into the room where things like that happen, they will flip because they're not aware of the power dynamic. They don't understand the language. They don't understand the boundaries. They don't know what's happening. If the sub says, red, what does that mean? Like I think more and more people are aware of it, but they don't really
Mhm.
see it, right? So hearing it and seeing it is two different things. We think
I've
about
been
it. I'm sorry, I'm almost done.
Go ahead.
We we come from the culture where abuse, right, is happening, like, and that's a no-no, right? So here you're coming into a room like, oh my God, she's getting abused or something. And now we are completely like debunking this whole idea of abuse because there's a special language that there's contract that people write, 50 Shades of Grey did an amazing job. There is rules,
That part.
regulations. Yeah. And people, both parties are engaged and involved. And if there's something that doesn't feel good, the contract is not going to get signed. In most cases that are healthy relationships in a
Yes.
BDSM and kink community, this is how it practices. If somebody who doesn't know all this stuff, they're going to come into the room and they'll be like, oh my God, what's going on? Like she's upside down and she's roped up and she's, she cannot breathe or whatever it is, like it's so scary for a person who's never experienced it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as I'm walking in those as I'm walking in those hallways or experiencing this world, the more I'm in it, the more I'm like, relax, breathe. Nobody's gonna do anything stupid. And if somebody's gonna do something stupid, which there were some cases, not with me, but I've heard stories, the person is gonna get kicked out extremely
Mhm.
fast, and they will
Yep.
never be coming back to this place.
No, they'll be banished. So, I've mentioned this before, I think, for people who don't know what I do, I've been in conversations with them about BDSM and kink, and they have this perception of the woman being disrespected.
Oh.
And they're like, "How can she let herself be disrespected like that?" And that is such a misconception
Mm,
because there is such respect
mm,
between the two people who are involved in that type of scene. It's the complete opposite, and people on the outside could never understand the level of respect that those two people have for each other
mm,
in those moments. And if you didn't have that respect, you couldn't do what you do. I couldn't let Anthony do what he does to me if he didn't respect me and I didn't respect him. He wouldn't feel comfortable probably doing what he does to me if we didn't respect each other. So that is such a misconception that I wish the outside world could understand, how completely opposite it is. yes, it appears as though we're being hurt, but we're finding pleasure in it and we are not being disrespected. It is the ultimate form of respect. So it's totally counterintuitive to what the general population probably believes.
I wanted to actually add to it because whatever I've been experiencing in this world of ethical non-monogamy, it's I would call like sexuality and empowerment. The whole
Oh, yeah.
idea of being able to be with a man and tell him how you want to be pleasured. I did not have that language before. I was hiding
Nope.
under the sheets. It was fucked up in so many levels. If the man is going down on me, oh my God, I'm going to marry you. Literally, that's one of the reasons why I marry my husband.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the reasons. I mean, it was cute when I was 22. What the fuck do you
that
expect?
husband. I thought you meant your current husband. I'm like, oh.
No. I'm talking about my first husband. I'm sorry. I was trying to say first and then just like, yeah. So yeah.
Listen, at 22, if somebody would have gone down on me, I would have been like, I'm yours forever.
Exactly. And after we got married, he never did it again. I'm like, oh, motherfucker.
Oh, motherfucker. I'll never forget the first time somebody went down on me. I was like, oh my God, is he doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I thought I felt it. And then I was like, oh my God, he's really doing that.
Did you like it?
Oh my God, of course I did.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
well, some people don't know how to do it. So even though they're down there, but it hurts, if they're too rough and whatever.
No, he was good at it. And
did you climax?
Did I? Not that night. It was our first time together. So I was too much in my head. But it felt fucking good. And I was like, you're going to do that again and again and again and again. And in all honesty, to this day, I still talk to this person. And we still talk about it. And he would be welcomed here anytime he wanted to come back and do it again and again and again.
Oh, right. I know who you're talking about.
Yes. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see how it's totally about empowerment of women, the sexuality, the openness, and who we engage with, the men who we engage with are respecting us.
So while we've been talking about spanking and flogging and your new desires, I do want to touch upon the fact that something very spectacular happened in your world last week. Yeah, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm talking about the release of your book. So why don't you remind our listeners about your book?
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate. I am honored to be able to finally put that beautiful work of art that I've been working so hard into reality. And it's a love project. Everything I do, podcast, writing poetry, publishing my first book, and
recording it.
Recording it, yes, Audible. That was a lot of work. I did not realize how hard it can be. You have an idea and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to do this.
That sounds great.
Yeah. And then once you're implementing, it's definitely a grind. And that's why I say it's a love project, because my heart, my soul, my whole being is in this book. It's been in the progress for almost 2.5, 3 years. And it's finally out. The name of it is Awakening the Growth and Empowerment of a Woman in Open and Poly Relationships. And my name is, of course, Pinky Greyman. And I'm just hoping that whoever is going to want to pick up a copy would come to understanding that it's really, literally the growth of a woman who comes from a religious household, who was hiding under the sheets, and to where I am right now and how I've grown, how I have worked through the discomforts, because there was a lot of discomforts within the idea of this book. Was first writing it with somebody, with one of my lovers, who is my ex now, for many reasons. But I didn't abandon that idea. I did not falter. I did not bend down to his needs and desires and wants to have me in his world just for himself. And, he was talking about the close triangle between my husband, him, and I. I had different ideas. I want to have 77 dicks in my mouth.
That's right. So, and this really is about your journey through non-monogamy and how you've been empowered. So, as we mentioned, this book can be found on Audible. It can be found on Amazon, Pinky's website, polypoet.com, and her socials at poly_poet. So please check it out. Write a review, buy a copy.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. You will feel her soul coming through those words. So please, our friends listening, check it out and support my girl Pinky.
Thank you. I'm hoping that the whole idea of this world that we do, for me, is inspiration for others alike, who are women or men who are not afraid to step outside of the norm and say, you know what? Maybe what I've been taught most of my adult life is not something that I really wanted to practice anymore. Let me see what's the other side does and take it from there and create your own path. When I first discovered that, when I first walked into this world with my husband 6 years ago, I would never think that I would be doing this right now. Writing a poetry book, having a podcast, that all came from empowerment of within of who I am and the people around me that support me, my crazy ideas. And I have a lot of crazy ideas. Some
Podcast,
of them,
book, all of them.
some of them are not, not going to come to fruition, but some
of them have.
Some of them have. And I am so grateful. And that's what they say, like when you're in a room, you got to look around. Who are your friends? Are they empowering you? Are they believing you're crazy? Are they supporting you? Or they say, what are you talking about? You want to have a fucking podcast? You're crazy. You want to write a book? What? You can barely speak English. You're a foreigner. Why would you write a book? How are you going to publish? Who is going to help you? So none of that happened. All of my people were like supportive. Of course, I had to figure out on my own how to do everything, most of the stuff. But, there are some times...
Part of the journey.
Yeah, there were some times that I had to stumble and people had to come and help me, save me.
There were many people who jumped in to provide assistance along the way.
Yeah.
And there are some people who spent hours and 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 hours editing and re-editing poems, but we're not going to say who that was.
Well, after a while, we fired you, okay?
Thank goodness.
You're welcome. Yeah, but it's okay. It's a learning curve, right? So next book is not going to be, you're not going to be on it. You're not going to be editing nothing. It's going to be just, me and myself. But it's a learning curve. So basically, empowerment of yourself and the whole idea of stop thinking about what others think of you and what you're supposed to be doing and what you should be doing, but doing what you want. What is it makes you happy? What brings a fire into your soul? Is it something very, very abnormal? Do it, and then come back and say, holy shit, that brought me to this. And that, like in the worlds that I'm right now, I would never thought that I would be in those beautiful places. But it is. It's because I have stepped out from the norm and said, okay, hubby, let's walk together. And I'm not sure where it's going to be. And he also, when we first came together, and he told me that we were monogamous for first year. We didn't know where we're going to go. He never thought that I would be walking this path right now with him and having poly relationships. What?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like he was totally fine with monogamy. He's done it before. He's said it to me again and again. He's like, I am okay. You don't need to do any of that. Please just do what you feel comfortable. And I haven't felt comfortable doing with any of it for first year because I was first learning. And then I got a little bit more comfortable. And then I got a little more comfortable. But I had to push myself. A lot of things that I have done in my life that I would go back right now for the last 4 years that he and I have opened up a relationship with, I would say it's because I was pushing myself, because I was like, I'm going to let go of the control. I'm going to see where it's going to take me. I'm going to do that again. And look at me. I'm still breathing. Oh my God.
Look at you. You've come a
Right?
long way, my friend. All right. So once again, Amazon, Audible, polypoet.com. Check out the book. Thank you so much, Pinky, for sharing your salacious poems with everyone. Well, the next book is going to be the salacious poems. These are
That's
yes.
erotica. Erotica is coming
personal.
your way. And by the time when the world is going to read the book, the whole dicks and pussies are going to be wet and the dicks are going to be all standing. Okay? That's the goal.
What a wonderful world. All right. So stay tuned for the upcoming book, release date to be determined. But for now, check out Awakening and show my girl Pinky some support. Thank you, my friend. And we'll see everybody soon. Stay salacious, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. There are goddesses over here on this side. I'm not sure about the other side. I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to visit our website at 3shadesofgrey.com. That's the number 3shadesofgrey.com, and sign up for updates, exclusive content, and more. Want to keep this vibe going? Follow us on our socials at 3_shadesgrey, at AvaMoore_3shades, and don't forget to check out Pinky and her salacious, soul-stirring poems over at poly_poet. Until next time, stay salacious.